Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It seems like today's golden hour is again very quiet. There's only like two cars today in the car park, so that means that there's only less than, well, based on observations, I know there's only just me and this one other guy, and no one else is here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that little short video yesterday. We finished listening to the gym horror stories. That's kind of interesting. Again, though, if you're just like if you're a woman, just don't go to the gym during golden hour. It's not safe. It is what it is. Though, is there anything else we got to talk about? Eh, not really. We've got the Aberration series going. We've also got Aquatica series going. We've also got Overwatch going, and well, what else is there? That's kind of it. Honestly, thinking about revisiting Extinction as well. We could upload like 3 series just going. We might do that. I do miss the extinction part. So yeah, I guess maybe we could actually seriously start. Okay, what? Actually, doing 3 arc series is going to be kind of interesting. Like each streaming session I do with a arc survival is around 2 hours each. So that's like 6 hours already. If I really want to do that, I have put well, not really, but I have put Aquatica on pause for a tiny bit, only because the videos are scheduled for like until next week. You know what I mean? Is there anything I can talk about besides that? Not really. Today we're not too sleepy, so I think I can actually finally make the movement speed on the treadmill a bit faster. Well, I can't tell if I usually went 6 speed or 5 speed. I can't remember, but 5 speed feels a lot more natural than 6 speed. I completely forgot. I don't even remember. It's been a while since we've gone past 3 speed. We used to do a lot of 3 speed because we kept falling asleep, but today we're not that sleepy, so we can finally go back to like 5 speed or 6 speed. But running, nah, too much water. I think I slipped on my arm last night. Don't know. Is there anything else to talk about? Hmm, let me think. No, we're just kind of busy on Arc for now, unless I can find something else different. I could also do Overwatch, but I'm thinking I might be a bit bored of Overwatch soon. I said it, but now play it. Maybe the Overwatch arc has come to an end. Eh, depends. Quick play still the best though. Competitive's just way too gay, I think. Actually, yeah, I don't mind Overwatch quick play. 6v6 is still our goat. 5v5 is still a bit too. Nah, I prefer 6v6. Anyways, is there anything else to say after that? There's not really any more series as we have really looked into. We could go hunting and fishing again, but there's not really much story to it. Oh yeah, for the food, we have to go back to the macro. The other pieces of meat are just too fatty and not enough protein. Because the lamb didn't even. We were like 60 grams off the protein yesterday. Because the lamb really just sucks in the fat really fast. So we really just have to just use macro. That's why people eat chicken breast. We have to eat the macro though, no matter what. Because yeah, the lamb and the chicken, chicken's okay, but lamb isn't. The lamb cut isn't helping us at all because it just uses so much fat. When it comes to chicken, the chicken uses less fat. So when we combine macro and chicken, it's okay. If we do double macro, it's perfect almost. But if we add like any kind of lamb meat, it's way too it's very fatty. At least if we ever wanted to like if we really no sorry if we really manage to like not have any more meat, we eat 2 cans of mackerel. Sorry. Sometimes I'm on ball up. I don't know. I feel like I've been picking that up recently. So when I'm talking, then I just end up saying something else and mumbling and stuff. You know what I mean? That must be a sign that I didn't get enough sleep. Matter of fact, I did not get much sleep. I actually slept later last night. I just couldn't go to bed. Well, I think I did. It's just for the first like 10 minutes I couldn't, and then I got knocked out because my time was up. Is there anything else to say? Yeah, going fast on the treadmill. You can only do it when you're awake. When you're sleepy, you really have to go number 3, or then it's not gonna work. It looks like it is golden hour today. Only problem is that there's nothing to talk about. Well, I've got nothing to talk about. Can't really skim through most of the stuff. Like for example, for the food, we should probably just eat the macro. No, not probably. We should just eat the macro again because the macro can hit the protein and hit the fats without doing anything. Well, golden hour is here, but I just don't know what to talk about. A lot of series are closed. A lot of series is like just in progress, right? What do I need to do today? Today's schedule is pretty simple, right? Plus, there's not really much Overwatch to edit. Yeah, I might not even edit any Overwatch support. It's very boring. Alright. There's nothing I can say. Okay, well, what is it to do today? Leg, Earth, Alpha 3 regime. No, okay, legs, Alpha 3 regime. Eat, edit backlog, edit highlights on Overwatch, dips and pull ups, eat again, and then, well, the rest is pretty simple. Streaming and whatever else there is to do. Okay, we're in 4 5s. There's nothing to say but just drink mass water, right? Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else to say. I really can't think of anything to talk about. Everything's kind of just normal, right? I mean, yeah, it's basically just kind of about it. But we're going to do this today. What do you call it? What is this called? Deadlift. No, not deadlift. It's Romanian deadlift. That's what it's called. Oh, perfect. There's already 5 kgs for me. Yeah, so now it's just Romanian deadlift. That's about it. No, it's actually quite. It's it's already done for me. 5 kgs each side. That's 10 kgs, 20 kgs. You know. Hmm. It's golden hour right now. There's only like 3 people here. In fact, I haven't seen those Filipino dudes recently. Usually there's always a whole gang here, but they be gone for a minute. Yeah, they've been gone for a while. I swear doing a Romanian deadlift is actually working out our forearms more than anything. But it's supposed to work our, you know, hamstrings and glutes. Should also probably do the water. I'll just add 2.5s. I'm actually fully awake, by the way. Yeah, yesterday we were like 71.2 kgs, which is like a lot more different than usual. But what do we eat that was heavy? We ate a lamb. Yeah, it was a lamb, 100%. Wait, was it? I actually don't even remember if it was 100% lamb or not. Or was it because we ate? Is it because we ate later? Actually, it might have been because we ate later. Now I think about it. Oh, actually, I think that maybe we did actually eat like later. Yeah, it's because we. I think actually. Hold on. The remaining deadlift actually makes me have to breathe a bit more. But yeah, I think actually maybe yesterday we were heavy because we ate later. Now I think about it. Eh, maybe I'll see. I will see. We'll see what today's weight will be. But then again, it's more about the macros and the macro rather than the weight. What is I can go check our weight soon. Nah, it's just really nothing to talk about recently. There's nothing really happening, you know? The students are very quiet. The news world is just the same old, you know? There has been no recent research from the animes to really talk about either. You know, ever since Scum's Wish, we haven't really seen anything else good. Nothing worth researching. So yeah, there's not really much to talk about, and the topics are kind of just the same, all right? Ecosystems and stuff like that. It's pretty simple, right? It's like, right. Excellent. Right, make sure I check the weight. Again, the chicken weight isn't really like we're not actually supposed to actually. Sorry, hold on. We're not actually supposed to really check the weight. We're supposed to just be following the macros. The weight is just like a little thing to follow, right? It's actually just eating the macros and looking at the mirror. Weight isn't that actually important though, you know. But we have been ranging at like 70 kgs recently, except for yesterday. Yeah, this music's kind of annoying. It's just repeating the exact same. Shut up. I guess I was actually right. I guess I actually was right. 70.65. So I was right. My suspicions are correct. And yesterday, the reason we were slightly heavy is because we did eat like a tiny bit later. So we must have just digested it slower. Hmm. I guess that's just how it is, right? Yeah. Makes sense. It makes sense. So that's definitely what happened. So I guess we were really just back at 70. But yeah, we've got to stop eating the lamb. Lamb's really way too fatty. The lean macros kind of. Also, oh, I saw something cool on YouTube. It reminded me of something. Hold on. There's this F1 guy, right? Oh, something to talk about finally. Something to finally talk about. You know what I mean? Hold on. I'm gonna talk about it later because I'm gonna have to do this and then we're gonna be doing a bit of lunges. Alright, I have occupied this entire spot for my own uses. Now we just do lunges. Well, lunges are still to go. Lunges are still actually just to go. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. This is this is guy on F1. His name is Toto Wolff from Mercedes. Yeah, I saw like a little video. He was talking about it was about him basically saying that, he eats one meal a day. No, he eats the exact same food every single day because it's so simple. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. You know, he doesn't bother with anything. He just eats the same food every single day, no variation. Also, I think I like Toto Wolff. I think it's because his charisma is really cool. No, I mean he's a very charismatic person. Technically, we can be charismatic, just saying, but he's like naturally a charismatic leader to his Mercedes team. He commands respect and all that good stuff. You know, makes me think about myself sometimes. It's like, well, technically we can be charismatic as well. I mean, we can always have that side to us. It's just I never. Eh, depends, right? It honestly just depends. It really just depends on the context, right? Because who knows? Toto was probably also stoic during his alone time. You know, it really just depends. Is it fake? Not really, but it's just like, yeah, charisma is a very good trait to have. Look, we can actually be charismatic, by the way. I know how to do it. Is it an act, or is it just a skill, or is it just a personality? It's kind of like a tool, you know? We can either be stoic, we can be charismatic. Now, which one is natural? Doesn't it really depends, right? Because, you know, we choose. I could easily be charismatic, I could also be stoic. Just depends on the situation. But I guess when it comes to when we're alone, perhaps charismatic is more of our natural trait. Extroverted is our natural trait. I mean, I've got the skills to talk to myself, so yeah, I wasn't counting. It really just depends on the situation. I can be charismatic, I can be stoic. Stoic's more of like a mechanic. Oh, there was this thing I saw not recently, it was like an old little mini video on X/Twitter. It was basically talking about how when it comes to men, well, not men, but I think it just it comes in general. Also, I think I've also learned it from stories in anime or just normal human nature, right? Is that when you're in public, you have a certain mask, and then when you're alone or when you're with someone special, you're a bit more goofy, or you're a bit more, I think that's just normal there, right? It's like, for example, if you're in like public, you know, we'll be more like stoic and guarded, but then when you're with like someone special, you're a bit more goofy. You might have a different voice. It just depends on the situation. I did learn from one of the researches I did was that sometimes someone, if you're like super lonely, no, not lonely, but like some people just get together just so they can express themselves differently, but they need someone to do it. Whatever. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't know, just nothing really. Not really. That's why my Earth vlogs are very good because it shows almost all the sides. It pretty much just shows all the sides almost. I mean, you can kind of tell the difference. It's kind of like when we're talking to ourselves, we'll talk a lot. But then, like, if I like play a video game that requires a teammate to talk, I'm more kind of either goofy or more stoic. And yeah, just it really just depends on the situation. We're on two, no, we're on like 3 5s. Yeah, that's probably why when I do like the live streams, I turn off. I don't look at the view count. when it comes to like streaming, I don't like looking at the view count. I think it's because in the past I could tell the difference. It's like, when you're streaming to like, when it says 0 or 1 viewer, your bits like more quieter, right? But then when you start seeing like 10 plus or 15, right? You start talking a lot more. So my strategy is honestly just turn up the view count and just do what I usually do, which is talk to myself. And if anyone talks in the chat, then I might respond. But yeah, I don't really turn on the view count. Yeah. Is there anything else to say? We go through topics so fast. We go through topics so fast. Yeah, it's like no tribalistic things either. There's just so many ecosystems, right? No, nothing really to say. There is nothing to say. I'm very fast at talking as well. If like having conversations with me in real life is also very difficult. Just saying. Unless you really just give me like a topic to talk about. And it also depends on your intentions, right? I'm very bad at small talk. Actually, no, I'm very good at small talk. I know how to small talk. It's just why. But no, I actually do know how to small talk. Small talk's actually very easy. It's just annoying. Like I can if I really wanted to, I could easily small talk. It's not hard. You really just talk about random bullshit. So, how's the weather? Oh, good. How's your day? Good. Oh man, yeah. You know what? If I jump off the cliff right here, it's like, what? I know how to be charismatic. I know how to small talk. It's just, and you need to give me a reason why though, because I'd rather do something else. It just depends if I want information from them. That's what. But if I have nothing to extract from you, what am I going to talk to you about? If I'm here to just distract you, then I'll do that. But it's not hard. Just depends on the situation, right? Of course, as always. It's like, it depends on what you want from me or what I want from you, you know? Like what I want from you, what do you want from me? Are we done talking about stuff? There's nothing else to say. I guess in Golden Hour we're more comfortable. I think it's because since it's just the regulars here, I already talk, so who cares, right? But yeah, it's just nothing else to say. We haven't gone to the premium areas in a while. Probably because we've been sleeping a lot. No, we've been like asleep recently. Matter of fact, fun fact, this morning I was a bit sleepy. So when I was driving over here, I accidentally went across the other lane, and then all of the cars behind me just treated me like I'm a slow guy, and they all backed off. Makes sense though. I would have done the same thing. Wasn't that bad though. I just accidentally went a little bit to the left on the other lane, and then the truck and all the other cars just started like tailing me slowly. I look like a drunk driver. It's okay. I woke up though. At my first rodeo. I haven't really created many stories. Actually, I have, but none of them are really published. I think because the stories I actually publish, not publish, but the stories I make actually just show my multiple personality, not personality, but it gives me the opportunity to put my different framework in certain situations, right? To put my in certain situations. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Usually we do the cars, but hmm, you know, I'm gonna just give it a hmm. You know what? We already do like, yeah, it's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time, right? Do I give you a story today? Nah, this recording's very long. Appreciate it. Yo, 315. Look at that. 100. That's a lot. Boom. Boom.
R.I.P. This goldfish is dead. Yeah, I gotta put him out. Gotta put him out of his misery. Yeah, nah, he's gone. Rest in peace, my friend. He's bloated too. Is he dead? Well, his time's up. Gotta put him down. R.I.P. Rest up. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Look how bloated it was. Rest in peace.